There's this guy named
evolution versus intelligent design. The fact that babies are so dependent. They can't do anything for themselves. There's nothing.
Granted, they learn really fast. They start
absorb
learning
knowledge,
quickly.
but they can't. They still they'll die immediately. Even what? Let's see. Maybe 5 years old is when they can finally maybe just be competent enough to survive on their own. If they're because there are stories of babies being abandoned, like toddlers being abandoned.
Not against me, man. Not against me. I'm taking down a 5-year-old easy.
Oh yeah,
like that 5-year-old doesn't have a chance. Even a feral 5-year-old.
Just a capoeira roundhouse.
A jungle dweller,
let's say like
Mowgli. I think Mowgli would kill you.
I
think Mowgli would kill you, Chris.
Mowgli?
I think Mowgli would beat the shit out of you. I think you would. I think
that's
you would
hilarious.
think you'd get Mowgli till he goes up a tree real quick and you're like, what the fuck? And he throws a rock at your head.
How old is Mowgli? Like, what are we talking about?
Like 6-year-old Mowgli could probably kill any of us.
No, that's ridiculous. It's 6-year-old Mowgli.
He cannot
dead.
outfight us. He cannot outfight us. But if we are put in his area, he's
set up
killing
traps
us. 100%.
and stuff. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if
you
the
set
home
up
field
traps,
advantage,
he'll
I'm
lead
talking
you
about
to
neutral.
Bagheera, he'll lead you to
mutual
Baloo, he'll lead you to the
combat.
snake. King Louie will rip your arms off.
But that's you're bringing in all his friends at that point. That's not even him. That's not him though. That's his friends then.
No, that's him using his
Mowgli
surroundings.
can kill you with a bear. It's like, yeah, I could kill fucking Mowgli with a bear too if I had a bear friend. Of course.
No,
He's
he
dead.
can talk to bears though. You can't talk to bears.
It doesn't matter.
What happened is you'll lead him to a bear, and then him and the bear will start dancing and singing, and they'll come back after you.
I would kill Mowgli. I would kill Mowgli in a fucking instant. He would not stand a snowball's chance in hell, man. He's gone.
I don't know, man. I don't think you're able to. I don't think you'll be able to beat a jungle dweller, man. They're different.
He's 6 years old. It doesn't matter if he's a jungle dweller.
I will definitely.
Because I think he'll go up a tree so fast, you'll be like, "What the fuck?" and you'll change your mind right then.
Though he's not a fucking actual
I'll
ape.
set the tree on fire with my fucking lighter.
No, he's in the jungle. He's lived climbing trees his whole life.
How about this? How about he climbs up the tree and I set the fucking tree on fire because I can and I understand how to do that. How about that?
How? How are you gonna do that?
With how?
If
With
you
the lighter that I always have on me.
Your lighter,
then
you
I'll
don't have
climb
it.
up after him.
First of all, a lighter is not gonna set a tree on fire anytime soon, dude. You're out of your mind. If you think a lighter is gonna set a tree on fire.
You don't know that.
I'm assuming we're in an area with more than just. We're in the. What? Are we just in a fucking a concrete dome with a tree in the middle of it that he can conveniently climb? Where are we?
You're in a jungle.
I'm assuming we're in the fucking jungle with like twigs and shit. I assume we have twigs, tinder, some dead leaves or something that can use
set a tree on fire.
Oh my god.
It's gonna take a while,
dude.
It might take a while, but he's up there. I gotta wait. What is he gonna do,
bro?
He's going. He's moving. He's singing, moving. Dog. He's singing. You just hear music in the trees jumping around.
I don't think you understand what a 6-year-old is. I don't think you understand what a 6-year-old is.
No, a 6-year-old can absolutely kill a grown man. If he fashions one of his little spears, which I'm sure he is fashioned, he's a little jungle dweller.
You're giving him
throw that at you and kill you.
Why can he have a spear? I can't have a lighter.
If we're doing CQC, no, a 6-year-old is very likely not gonna beat somebody. But if you drop Mowgli in his environment,
very likely not. As if they have
it's insane.
No, there's a chance.
There is
Because if he has a little nice throat, that's it. You gotta come near him throat.
Why are you giving him things? You keep giving Mowgli a spear, a bear, a knife. Why does he have all this shit and it's just me? It's just me. It's like, where are you getting your lighter, Chris? Where are you getting your fucking lighter? Where's Mowgli crafting his spear in an instant?
He can do that. You don't think him, a little jungle boy, knows how to craft a spear pretty fast, quickly?
Not in a fucking instant. He's dead. Kicks it. I'm killing this child before he gets his hands on a stick.
I think you're underestimating how dangerous that little jungle boy gonna be.
I think you're underestimating the power of a human adult.
I think you'll go for him to grab him, but he's a jungle boy. He don't got he don't have the laws and the rights that you think of. He'll go right for your throat, bite your throat out. That's it. You're missing your jugular.
Hilarious. That's hilarious that you think.
And then they start coming out and they're like dancing. They're like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't want to be like you as you're bleeding to death.
You really.
The monkeys are going out slapping you as you're choking on your own blood.
First of all, his teeth are in bad shape. He's a jungle dweller.
They might be jagged. They might be very jagged.
Yeah, maybe. I'm punching him in the fucking face. I'm sticking my thumbs in his eyes and he's gone. How about that? He's my thumb in his eyes. He's gone. Oh, what's he gonna do? Listen? He's never been blind before. He doesn't know how to handle that. I'm gonna kick this little blind idiot around until he's fucking a ghost. Clearly, until I can see the white light leaving his eyes.
Do you think it could be 12-year-old Mowgli?
12-year-old Mowgli?
You could be 12-year-old Mowgli.
12-year-old Mowgli, I think would be more of a challenge, but I think I could still beat him. Yes.
I don't know, man. At 12, that's different, bro.
I think
once it gets to 17,
I think
16, that's a bigger question.
That's when it's like, oh, probably not. I think 16-year-old.
That's a jungle dwelling kid. That's a jungle dwelling kid with like the experience and the muscle mass of like a relatively adolescent person who's
exploded to where they're having their growth spurts. They're getting their testosterone skyrocketing to where that's a dangerous fucking kid right there. Like a dangerous teenager.
The idea that you even entertained the idea
the 6-year-old
that 6-year-old Mowgli could take anybody is outstanding.
Dude, maybe, bro. I don't think he could out wrestle you. I don't think he could out wrestle anyone.
I'll lock 6-year-old Mowgli in a fucking hot car overnight, and he's fucking done.
I'm not saying you're seeing what I'm saying. Like he'll actually outpower you. No, I think he could definitely kill you though. That's the thing.
In certain scenarios, though, but in the scenario that is painting where it's just one-on-one combat, nah.
Given the situation, if we were dropped in his area and he knows the surroundings, because
in those scenarios,
he's escaping and evading Shere Khan. You guys are not, you human beings that probably can't do like 35 push-ups.
Kingston, that's plot armor for his story. That's plot armor for his story. If I had a story about me outrunning a tiger, I'd outrun it as well. But like he's not a tiger.
But it is what it is. Unfortunately, he can do those things.
How do you know the tiger isn't just dumb? How do you know that it's not just a bad tiger? How do you know this kid is that fast?
Even a dumb tiger is still a tiger, Chris.
No.
Even a tiger that has Down syndrome is still a tiger. In fact, it might be more dangerous. It might be more dangerous.
I don't know, man. I'm taking down.
Because one with Down syndrome might just attack the person who feeds it straight up. Like, oh, like you.
But you're giving all of these like really weird caveats about it.
Like it's fucking Home Alone.
Oh yeah, it's
Home Alone.
Because
here's the thing.
Because obviously,
Kingston,
look, guys,
look. Kingston, hold on.
Without any caveats,
let me illustrate
it's
this.
just a 6-year-old.
But that's the whole point. That's the conversation.
I could literally Sub-Zero fatality a 6-year-old where I grab the base of its neck and I pull its spine out.
Obviously.
That's all it is. I gotta give him something or there's no fight. It's just you beating up a kid. I gotta make it a show.
The question was, do you think you could beat 6-year-old? The question was, do you think you could beat 6-year-old Mowgli? The answer is yes, objectively speaking. It's kind of like saying like, oh well, if you're living in a house and you put a baby next to the boiler with a grenade, like who would win? It's like the baby with the grenade probably is gonna win because he's gonna unplug. He's gonna be like, and then he's gonna blow your fucking house up, and then it's gonna look like a nuke went off, and then the baby wins. Baby wins against Kingston because he's next to a boiler with a grenade. But it's like that's not what the situation is.
Because if I didn't give Mowgli any sort of benefits, he's just a child.
I get it. I get it. So it's two separate scenarios, but entertaining your scenario actually is kind of fun because think of it in the same way as fighting Kevin McCallister. It's like Kevin McCallister, you can beat the absolute fuck out of him, but can you beat him in his house? Are you sure? He booby traps it to the point where those dude, Marv and Harry should have died 1,000 times over.
They'd find you bloody. They would find you bloody in a hallway.
No.
Money on it. They would
find you number bleeding. 2.
I could easily survive Kevin McCallister.
If you're Chris, first and foremost, you wear glasses. That's number one. If you get hit in your face and your glasses fall off,
that's
you
number
can't
one, my friend.
You're dead. You're doomed.
Kingston, I don't think you fully understand why this is not even a close match, right? Because I am so paranoid and so neurotic. I check every single thing before I do anything.
You wouldn't even go in there. It wouldn't even be a fight. You wouldn't even go in. You'd be like, I'm not going in there. I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I could navigate. I could.
It'd be a draw. It'd be just draw.
No, I know exactly. Like I could navigate. I feel like I could navigate that house very, very easily because there's so many things that happen in that movie that happen purely because the wet bandits are stupid. The idea that like he would just step barefoot on broken ornaments is insane. I would never look anywhere I would never step anywhere barefoot without looking. Never. It would never. So that would not work. The cars on the ground. Oh wow, big deal. I'm not going to put my fucking. I would go in. I wouldn't go in. If I had reason to go after Kevin McCallister, I would go in and I would be totally fine in that house. There would. I'm not even remotely scared of that house. What
about
the scariest thing about it would be that spider? Honestly, it would be that spider because I'm like, I don't want to deal with spiders. Really.
What about the environment number 2? Like what is it?
That's different, man. That's like a Resident Evil area. That's like a
which one?
Alan Wake level.
He's in New York, and then they're in that. I think it's an abandoned building.
He's
in
like an abandoned.
Oh no, that's you don't go in. You just don't go in there. Because I feel like after you beat Kevin McCallister in that building, you're gonna have to fight a real monster, like a real creature comes out of the ground. And you're like, now I'm fighting the lizard from fucking Marvel. Like, what the fuck? No, I'm not dealing with that.
There's just too many things in that movie where it's like the wet bandits are so stupid. Like, and I get it happens. It happens because it makes the movie fun. But like, there's no chance in hell.
They're stupid, but not only they're stupid, they're in someone else's house, and a bunch of traps set. You don't know someone's house. That's the same. Like, they are dumb people. They make dumb decisions. But walking into someone's home that has their home like booby trap, very likely you're gonna get hurt very badly in general.
Yeah, but they're not like crazy. The kid's not. He's not Jimmy
Somebody
Neutron.
Just wait around a corner. Because think of it like this, right? Somebody gets wait around a corner, you turn a corner, someone has a hit you in the head with a frying pan. Because that happens to burglars and shit like that. Some people just walk into people's houses. They walk in and they just walk into someone attacking them because they don't know where the fuck to look.
How about this? Mowgli versus Kevin McCallister. Who wins that?
Mowgli from... Where does it take place first?
So, realistically...
Can we do? You want to do 2 rounds? 2 rounds.
No. 3 rounds. A cabin in the woods. One takes place in a cabin in the woods.
No. Can't be.
Why
cabin
not? Why not?
Because
That's both. That's
cabin in the woods.
Kind of
because you neutralize the power benefits of both of them, putting them in a cabin in the woods too quickly. You got to do one
what are you talking about?
where they're in Kevin's house.
That wasn't even a sentence.
One where they're in the jungle, and then one while they're in a neutral place.
I feel.
Final Destination, just in a that's a blank.
FD no items. FD no items. Kevin McCallister's getting eaten alive by Mowgli.
But then the question isn't interesting.
Eat him, actually.
But then the question isn't interesting because fucking Mowgli wins in the woods. Kevin McCallister wins in the house.
Yeah,
that's
basically
what you've just set up.
And then you got to have a
cabin in the woods. At least,
I think it has both. I like this idea. I think it has enough elements to be both a place that can be booby trapped, and then there are jungle elements to a forest or woods.
Right.
Forest trees aren't heavy like jungle trees.
Fine, a cabin in the fucking jungle. A house in the jungle. How about that?
Jungle.
A
jungle tree house. There you go.
Jungle tree
There you go.
Perfect. A jungle tree house.
A house in the jungle. A house in the jungle.
Zubumafu's house. That's a combination of two. It's a house and a jungle.
Where are those fucking...
I don't know. That'd be a good one.
Do we contact Death Battle for this? Do we contact those guys?
They don't do
Mowgli versus Kevin McCallister.
Yeah. They do Vegeta versus cancer. It's like do cancer.
I forgot they existed.
That's like
for
that
a
Crying
while.
Baby versus Crying Baby. What is it? Crying Baby versus Atomic Bomb.
Yeah,
or whatever. Where it's like
that's fucking hilarious. I love that shit. I love that shit. It's so good.
Anyway. Jesus Christ, I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about.
Not even a little bit.
All right, let's see.
I don't know. That'd be a good fight. I think.
Yeah, we're moving on. We're moving on.
Yeah.
He sounded so disappointed. He's like, yeah.
Well, I mean, it was kind of like the cue was kind of like, all right, we're moving on, and this nigga's like, yeah, all right, let me bring this up again.